want to grow on Instagram in 2023? Do you want to build a deep connection with your audience and fan base as a DJ? Do you want to get more DJ gigs? Yeah, we do, don't we? Well, one way to do that in 2023 is by using Instagram carousels. And today we're going to look at how to use them and how to grow on Instagram as a DJ using Instagram carousels in 2023. Let's do this. I've spoken a lot about Instagram Reels on this channel over the last couple of years. And if you want to grow on Instagram, then using Instagram Reels as part of your strategy is still absolutely killer for finding new fan base. It's going to open you up to loads of new potential fans and help you grow. But that's only half a strategy. What about the fan base you've already been growing? How are you going to nurture them? That's all about using carousels on Instagram. So let's chat about the best uses for you as a DJ. I really want to chat about how to use them properly and some mistakes I've seen other people using, and also a massive bonus tip at the end, so stick around for that bad boy. So what are these? Instagram carousels. If you head to normal posts, you can select up to 10 images to form a carousel or an album as it's called. Carousels are great because they keep people on Instagram longer, which Instagram absolutely loves. And the more time you keep people on app, the more reach you get for that post. Simple, really. The more people you get people using their app, the more they help you push out the post. So when you're planning the carousel, make sure every part of that carousel has some value. Because if it's just 4 photos of the same picture looking in a different direction, is that really bringing value? People are going to swipe and then, okay. And then that'll be it, off they go. If it's a track that's playing and then you swipe just to see the cover art, is that second one really bringing value? Not really. You're just putting there to use a carousel. Think about what else you could put there to push that track. Maybe it could be you talking about it. Maybe it could be you DJing it. Think about every part of the carousel. Because if the person likes the second post and the third post and the fourth post, and they're really into it and they're really watching all that and spending more time with you, then they're going to carry on watching all the carousel and not just kind of flick and get through it quickly just to see what was in there. You want that more time. You want that more engagement. Also, the second day of a carousel being live on the feed, it will show the second post of that carousel. And if that second post is not that interesting, again, people might swipe past it and miss the rest of the carousel. If you're working on my early content plan as a DJ and producer to get you start moving on making content in our content gym, which we designed at the beginning of the year, if you didn't see that video, check it out right here. Go and watch it. It's really fun. It starts getting you building reps as a content creator. I know you hate that word, don't you? But it helps you build your audience as a DJ producer. It's going to talk you through how often you should be posting as a DJ producer to get you moving in a month. And if you want to add in carousels into that monthly plan, maybe you'll do 1 or 2 a month, and that's going to help you grow and sustain that audience and keep it pretty healthy for you and not too stressful. And that's what we want to do with it right at the start. It's not going to add too much extra load to your schedules. Let's talk through the content and what you're going to put in those carousels. The first one is super easy. I know loads of people have been doing this for a long time and it still absolutely works. And this is putting in lots of tracks that you either like, and there is a great app called Clipper.video, Klppr.video. And what it does is it turns Beatport and track source links into downloadable videos. And these fit perfectly on your carousels. And then you basically have an Instagram chart of tracks that you like, or it could be tracks that are part of your new mix, or it could be tracks that are part of your tracks that you're inspired by that fill up your content strategy. Secondly, you could put tracks that you've made as demos. Now you can either use an app called Turn.audio, and this makes little spinning videos. This is still great. And again, you could put 4 or 5 tracks that you're making, whether they're not finished or maybe they're whips, and you ask your audience which ones do you like, and then they get them all to comment. There's a super raw way of making this content. It's just basically recording them out of Dropbox, click and play, because it brings up a little waveform, record a section of it using the screen recorder, and then putting those clips into the carousel. Or you can maybe do it from SoundCloud. Again, you record clips from SoundCloud of them playing using screen recorder. You could also open Canva and make an artwork and drop the clips into there. Again, pretty simple and pretty quick. There's also an app called wave.co, which actually adds a kind of audio wave file that goes along with the track, which is super cool. I've seen some really great examples of that, and we've been using it again for our data transmission releases. You might have seen it. Or you could maybe do 5 tracks that got you into dance music and download the clips for those and give that kind of deeper connection to why you got into dance music and how you started on this journey. Another thing that works really, really well is clips of you DJing, obviously. And this could come from you DJing live, could come from live streams. And it could be 5 moments of the live stream, or it could be, again, someone that does this really, really well is Viviana Casanova. She basically tests out loads of new music, tests out loads of demos, gets the clips, and then gets her audience to comment which ones they like, and then she signs those tracks depending on the comments. You don't have to give the names, just say which ones you like, 1 to 6, comment below. And as I said, this works great from clips from, live streams. It works clips from YouTube, and maybe you're pushing a YouTube video mix. Use 5 of the clips and say, comment to watch the YouTube video. And then you just message all the people that comment with the link to the YouTube video. If you didn't see my video, this one, on why you should use YouTube as a DJ and producer this year, check it out. And I'll put the link to it below and in the thingy up there. One place carousels have been used loads for DJs and producers is pushing flyers. Now, flyers don't normally get a lot of reach. And the reason that flyers don't get a lot of reach on Instagram or any social media really is because the person that's looking at the flyer has to be in that location. Now, if you've got an audience that's worldwide and you're playing it in Milton Keynes, and if those people are in that location or in that location on that day, month, week, year of the event, then they're just going to swipe past it. They might give it a cheeky like because they're happy for you. Sometimes happens. But they're not going to get as much engagement. And one way people have been getting more reach on the flyer is by putting a photo first or an image first, then people swipe to see the flyer. This still works really well today, and it's still great for pushing flyers because they'll basically, the algorithm sees the face and people see your face and then they'll swipe or read the caption. Again, it makes people spend more time on Instagram and then it gets more reach, which then potentially could be more people in that location or want to come to that party. It definitely gives a bigger percentage of potential people to reach for that flyer, which is what you want really. But for the love, don't put the flyer first, then the image, because it just breaks what you're trying to do. Always put the image first. My big bonus tip for this video is a thing that we've seen a lot of bigger DJs and producers doing. Now, on my Twitch streams on Fridays, we look through bigger artists' social media strategies and break them down. And we've been looking through and seeing what they're doing on Instagram, Facebook, and all the platforms. And one thing we've seen Patrick Topping do and Charlotte DeWitt do is mixing up their media within their carousels. So maybe they'll start with a video talking about the gig or they're talking about the party or what they've been doing. Then they'll drop in some images so you kind of get in a mixed media. Then they'll go to a video, then they'll go to an image. And there's no kind of specific kind of order of what happens, but usually a video starts it and introduces it, then you swipe to images. And this has a lovely, lovely effect when you're viewing this content. It really makes it super engaging. Try and hide this with your carousels because it really, really helps and really works well. The mix between the videos and the images, it sort of slows the scroll because you spend longer time watching it, looking at the image. Maybe you will spend longer watching the video. Maybe you'll spend different times on different things. And it really, really has a nice effect, which is all good from an average view time of that carousel. How many of you are using Instagram carousels in your strategy already? How many of you tried mixed media carousels? I'd love to know if you've tried them and using them and getting good results out of them. Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know if you're using them and still using them and how you're using them and which of these strategies you're using, because I'd love to be part of this conversation. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow this channel. It really helps me make more videos for you. It gives you more content by being a subscriber. Last week, we looked at how to grow on SoundCloud in 2023 and how to get over 5,000 plays on a track or mix in 1 month. And next week, we'll be looking at how to make Instagram Reels as a pro. Don't miss that one. I've been Graham Farmer. I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio. Bye-bye.